Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video as it's totally free to do so, and I am back every single day to keep you updated with all of this information just like what I'm about to share with you in this video. Also, share this video with your friends, family, and social media because you never know who might be struggling during this time and who might really need this information that I'm about to share with you. So, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Let's get right into it. All right, so just a couple days ago, I was out in a video and told you that there is going to be the biggest raise in the history of the SNAP program coming in October. Now, this is going to be just under a 30% raise, which actually averages out to $36.24 per person per month going forward. Now, this is going to be a pretty big raise and very, very helpful for millions of people. Literally, 42 million people draw on SNAP benefits each and every month. So this is going to be very helpful for a lot of people, as you can see. All right, so with that being said, let's get into some of the very important information you need to know about the SNAP program as far as eligibility and, if you're not taking advantage of these benefits, how you can actually get some of these cash payments going forward on a monthly basis to help you out with food and groceries. So here's the thing. The SNAP program, it is actually overseen by the USDA. It's a federal program. However, it is actually administered by the states on a state-by-state basis. So one of the things with a state-by-state program like this, even though it's a federal program, it's actually administered by the states, meaning the states can actually implement their own rules and eligibility. However, there are actually some federal rules that encompass all of the states and territories that actually distribute these payments to people on a monthly basis to help out with food. So let's go through these. So first off, there's a few qualifications, and by the way, in just a minute, I will give you a phone number where you can call and actually apply for SNAP benefits. It should only take you a few minutes, and you could actually be getting some money going forward on a monthly basis. I'll walk you through that process here in just a couple minutes, but let's run through some of the basics here that we need to know to determine eligibility and all of these other factors that may actually make you eligible to get some money going forward. All right, so first off, there's a few qualifications that they look at to determine if you are eligible. Number one being income, and second being resources. So let's go through these one by one. All right, so income. They say that your income must be equal to or less than 130% of the federal poverty limit. Now, according to my research, I'm looking at a federal poverty line right now of $12,880 per month, which comes out to $1,073. However, they said 1,030% of the federal poverty limit. So again, taking that same federal poverty line of $12,880 and applying 130% of that, it comes up to $16,744 of annual income. Now, if we actually divide that out on a monthly basis to get a better understanding of where your income needs to be below in order to be eligible, of course, this is one of two qualifications, right, that we're going to talk about in this video. So it actually calculates out to $1,395 each and every month. So if you are earning under $16,744 each and every year, or $1,395 each and every month, you might actually just be in on getting some SNAP benefits. But there are more qualifications, which we'll talk about here in just a second. So that is like hurdle number one that you would need to cross, right? However, there are actually some special qualifications if somebody in your household is aged 60 or older, or somebody in your household is disabled. You actually get some extra little benefits there as far as your eligibility is actually expanded a little bit more if one of those applies. All right, so that is the income threshold. Now, one more thing that we want to talk about is resources, okay? So they also look at resources. Now, how they determine resources is countable cash in like physical cash, like the green stuff in your pocket or your purse, or like cash in a bank account, like a checking account, a savings account, something like this. However, they typically do not count a house as resources. They do not count retirement accounts as resources, and they typically do not count a car or like a vehicle as resources. However, in some instances, they may actually count a vehicle as resources. So let's talk about this now. If you have resources within the limits of, now there's a couple different numbers here, so let's run through these one at a time here. So the number is $2,250 that you have in your possession, as in cash or like in a bank account, a checking account, savings account, $2,250. You need to be below that threshold. However, like I said a minute ago, there is actually some special qualifications if somebody in your household is aged 60 or older, or somebody in your household is disabled. Now, your actual resource limits now go up to $3,500. So you get a little bit of an extra boost there if somebody in your household is over 60 or somebody is disabled. So, not bad, right? $3,500. Again, incountable resources, as in cash in a bank account, cash in your pocket, cash in your purse, cash under your mattress, cash in your underwear drawer. Just kidding. You know what I mean? Anyway, or money in a bank account, like a checking account, savings account, things like this. So $3,500 if that applies. Now, again, if all of this is true, if you fall into these income categories, as in your income is under the $1,395 and you have countable resources under the limits that I just outlined, you may just be eligible to get SNAP benefits going forward on a monthly basis. Now, this is where the good stuff happens. How do you get your cash payments? Well, they are actually sent to you. Well, what happens is they send you a card. It's called EBT, Electronic Balance Transfer Card. It looks just like a credit card or a debit card. It's just a card that you carry around in your purse or your wallet or your pocket. Doesn't really matter. You just carry it around with you. Each and every month, they automatically load this card with the funds that you are eligible to receive. Whatever that happens to be based on your income and your resources and everything else, all the other factors applied, they would load onto your card as much money as you are eligible to receive. And then you can go to the grocery store and you can buy the necessary food items that you need that, again, are qualifying purchases, and you can actually pay for it with your EBT card. When you go to the checkout, you simply just swipe your EBT card just like you would swipe a credit card or a debit card, something like that, and it automatically takes out the money out of your card and you can buy your food items. Pretty cool, right? All right, so how do you apply? Good question. Now, if all of that pertains, now once again, even if you think that you're close, I would say worst case scenario, call the phone number, talk to somebody, maybe even apply, as it's totally free to apply, and it probably only takes you a few minutes to do so, and you never know. You may actually get some resources going forward. So worst case scenario, you can always apply and just see if you can actually get some of these resources. All right, so here's how you can do it. It's an automated system. I actually just called it right before recording this video, just to make sure that all was good and still good to go and nothing has changed. So it's an automated system. We'll connect you with your state, and then they will connect you with your state office, and then you can go through the application process right there. So at some point after about maybe like a minute of talking, the automated system says, what state are you located in? And then you would say Florida or whatever state you're in. Don't say Florida unless you're in Florida. But say your state. Maybe it's Florida, maybe Tennessee, Kentucky, Mississippi, Texas, California. I don't know. Whatever state that you're in, say your state, and then it will automatically connect you to your local office. At that point, somebody at your local office will pick up the phone and say, hello, this is whoever, whatever, and then say, hi, I would like to inquire about SNAP benefits if I'm eligible and maybe even apply. And then you can go through your conversation with that person then and there, and they can go through some preliminary information to determine if you're eligible and or start the application process. Now again, it's totally free to apply. Once you start getting these benefits, you're locked in for a specific period of time, and then after that period of time, they would need to redetermine and kind of assess your situation to make sure that you're still eligible for these benefits going forward, right? So, as I mentioned before, it's totally free to do so. And if you can get yourself maybe, I don't know, $50, $100, maybe $120 per month going forward to help you out with some groceries, I mean, why not, right? Seriously. As we all know, prices continue to rise right now. Your dollars are going less far right now. You can't get as much food as you once could a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago because of all this inflation going on right now. Well, as a result, even if you could get, say, $100 each and every month, maybe that just offsets the prices, the increased prices on everything going right now. So maybe with the extra benefits you could get from SNAP, maybe you can go out and get the same food items that you were getting a year and a half ago for the same price that you were getting a year and a half ago, right? With the extra benefit that you're getting. So maybe it just helps you offset some of the inflation that all of us are dealing with during this time with all of these increased prices. Does that make sense? So either way, I would say worst case scenario, if your income is below $1,395 each and every month and your resources are limited, as in less than $2,250, if you're under age 60 or somebody in your household is not disabled, or if you're over age 60 and somebody is in your household that is disabled and your resources are less than $3,500, I would say call the number and apply. Totally free to do so. It'll only take you a few minutes to do so. You never know. You might just get some resources for yourself and or maybe you and your spouse or you and your family. Totally free. Why not, right? If you can get some more resources, it might be worth it. Again, so we're coming up and you could be getting actually even more money going forward. Not bad, right? So I'll keep you posted with all this information. Thanks again for your support. Again, subscribe right down below the video. It's totally free to do so. I'm here to help you out each and every day with any of this information, as well as share this video with your friends, family, social media. Because like I said a minute ago, you literally never know who might be struggling right now and who might just be, they might not feel comfortable reaching out and asking people for help. But if you just share this video with your friends, family, social media, they may actually watch it and say, oh, this is exactly what I've been waiting for so long. I've needed this support. I've needed this. I haven't known about this program. Now I can take advantage of it. You just never know who you might be able to help with this information. So good stuff. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Subscribe down below. Check out any other videos right here on the channel, and I'll continue to be here for you each and every day. Thanks again. I really appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video.